Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to have you all here. Today, we will be discussing validation, verification, and qualification. This is a fundamental topic in ensuring quality and compliance in our processes. Over the next few slides, we'll explore what each of these terms means, their importance, and how they are applied in real-world scenarios. So, let's get started and dive into these essential concepts. According to Webster, when we talk about quality endeavors, it's important to understand the distinctions between validation, verification, and qualification. Validation, in essence, is about supporting or confirming that something is sound and trustworthy. It's an act or process that helps us corroborate that what we're doing is on the right track. Verification, on the other hand, focuses on establishing the truth or reality of a particular aspect. It's about confirming that what we have is accurate and reliable. And then there's qualification, which is all about making sure that something meets specific conditions, standards, or requirements. It's a process to ensure compliance and that everything aligns with the necessary criteria. These three concepts are fundamental in ensuring quality, especially in critical processes, and they help us build confidence in our work. Throughout this presentation, we'll see how each of these plays a vital role in maintaining high standards and consistent results. Validation means confirmation by examination and provision of objective evidence that the particular requirements for a specific intended use can be consistently fulfilled. Essentially, it's about making sure that what we're doing actually meets the needs we've set out to address, and that this can be reliably repeated over time. According to CFR 21 Part 820, 3Z, validation is a critical part of ensuring product quality and safety. Verification, on the other hand, is about confirming through examination and evidence that the specified requirements have been met. So, while validation focuses on the overall intended use and whether it's being achieved reliably, verification is more about checking that the specific requirements or specifications are fulfilled at a given point. CFR 21 Part 823 gives us a clear definition of this process. Now, when it comes to qualification, it's important to note that it's not actually defined by the FDA. That means there's some flexibility and interpretation involved. In summary, validation is about confirming that the process can reliably produce the desired outcome for its intended use. Verification is about ensuring that specific requirements are met. And qualification, though not formally defined, generally involves qualifying equipment, personnel, or processes to ensure they meet necessary standards. All these concepts are interconnected and are fundamental to maintaining quality and compliance in our overall manufacturing and regulatory framework. Now, let's take a closer look at validation, verification, and qualification, three key concepts in ensuring quality and compliance. Validation involves confirming that our processes, designs, or systems meet their intended use and perform effectively in real-world conditions. For example, design validation makes sure the product actually fulfills user needs, while sterilization validation confirms our sterilization process is effective. Test method validation ensures our testing procedures are accurate, and software validation verifies that software functions correctly within the system. Process validation, on the other hand, confirms that our manufacturing process consistently produces quality output. Verification is slightly different. It's about checking that specific design or process requirements are met at various stages. For example, design verification involves reviewing and testing the design itself, making sure it meets specifications. Process verification ensures that manufacturing steps are performed correctly and consistently. Finally, qualification is about confirming that our equipment, systems, or materials are suitable and properly installed for their intended purpose. Installation qualification verifies that equipment is installed correctly. Operational qualification tests that equipment operates as expected under normal conditions. Process performance qualification and product performance qualification are about ensuring that the entire process, or the final product, meets quality standards. Supplied material qualification ensures that raw materials or components meet necessary specifications. All three, validation, verification, and qualification, work together to create a robust quality assurance framework, helping us deliver safe, effective, and compliant products. Let's take a closer look at validation, verification, and qualification. These are fundamental concepts in ensuring that our processes and products meet the required standards. Validation is all about confirming that the right product or process is achieved. Basically, are we doing the right thing? Verification, on the other hand, checks that the product or process was built correctly. Did we follow the correct steps and specifications? Qualification is about demonstrating that equipment or systems are properly installed and operating correctly within their intended environment. Together, these steps form a comprehensive approach to quality assurance. They help us ensure safety, effectiveness, and compliance throughout the life cycle of our product or process. Understanding these distinctions is crucial because they guide how we design, test, and validate our operations, ultimately supporting the overall integrity of our work. So, what is validation? Well, at its core, validation is all about ensuring process consistency. It's about making sure that the processes we use, whether in manufacturing, cleaning, analytical methods, or even computerized systems, are reliable and produce the same results every time under the same conditions. This consistency is crucial for quality and compliance. Validation applies across these various areas to confirm that everything functions as intended. For example, in manufacturing, it ensures our production processes deliver products that meet specifications. In cleaning, it guarantees that our procedures effectively remove contaminants. For analytical methods, validation confirms that our testing accurately and reliably measures what we need. And with computerized systems, it makes sure the software and hardware work together correctly and securely. The ultimate goal is reproducibility, being able to reproduce the same outcomes consistently when conditions are well-defined. This is essential for maintaining quality standards and regulatory compliance. Now, there are different types of validation, each serving a specific purpose. Prospective validation is done before a process is put into routine use, predicting how it will perform. Concurrent validation is carried out during actual production to verify ongoing performance. Retrospective validation looks back at historical data to confirm that a process has been consistent over time. And revalidation is the periodic check to ensure that processes continue to operate as intended over time. All these types work together to create a robust validation framework, helping us maintain high standards and ensure product quality throughout the life cycle. So on this slide, we're focusing on verification, which is all about confirming that specific requirements are actually met. Basically, verification helps us answer the question, did we do it correctly? It's usually performed during routine operations, when we're monitoring and inspecting, or during testing and review activities. These are the key moments when we check our work to ensure everything aligns with the standards and requirements we've set. The main goal here is to make sure we maintain ongoing compliance and control throughout the process. By regularly verifying our activities, we can catch issues early, prevent problems, and keep everything on track. Overall, verification is a critical part of quality assurance because it confirms that our actions are correct and effective, helping us achieve consistent results and continuous improvement. So let's talk about what qualification really is. Essentially, it focuses on equipment, systems, and utilities, making sure everything is in place and functioning properly. The main goal here is to confirm that these elements are fit for their intended use. We want to ensure that the equipment we rely on meets all necessary standards and performs as expected. Now, when we look at the stages of qualification, there are 4 key steps to keep in mind. First, we have design qualification, or DQ, which verifies that the design of the equipment or system aligns with our needs. Then, installation qualification, or IQ, confirms that everything has been installed correctly and according to specifications. Next is operational qualification, OQ, where we test the equipment to ensure it operates properly under normal conditions. Finally, performance qualification, PQ, evaluates whether the equipment performs consistently and effectively over time. These stages are crucial because they provide a structured approach to validate that our equipment and systems are reliable and suitable for production. This process ties back to the overall theme of quality assurance, ensuring that every part of our operation meets the highest standards. Now, let's take a closer look at the key concepts on this slide. First, we have qualification. This step is all about confirming that our systems and equipment are ready to perform their intended functions. It's like giving everything a thorough check to ensure it's properly installed and working correctly before we move forward. Next, we have validation. This confirms the reliability of our processes. In other words, we're making sure that our processes consistently produce the desired results over time. It's about verifying that what we do actually works as intended in real-world conditions. Finally, we have verification. This ensures ongoing compliance. That means continuously checking that our systems and processes stay within the required standards throughout their life cycle. And an important point here is that VVQ, qualification, validation, and verification, forms a lifecycle approach to quality assurance. This integrated approach helps us maintain high standards from the initial setup all the way through continuous operation. It's a dynamic process that supports ongoing compliance and process reliability, which is crucial for maintaining product quality and regulatory adherence. So, in essence, these three steps are interconnected, each playing a vital role in ensuring that our systems are ready, our processes are reliable, and we stay compliant over time. Let's take a closer look at the key requirements for this slide. First, you'll notice the regulatory frameworks that we need to adhere to, including WHO GMP, EU GMP, US FDA, and Schedule M. These are the standards set by different authorities to ensure quality and safety in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Now, moving on to the emphasis areas, the most critical concepts here are a risk-based approach, lifecycle management, and data integrity with proper documentation. A risk-based approach means we prioritize our efforts on the most significant risks to quality and compliance, which helps us be more efficient and effective. Lifecycle management involves overseeing every stage of a product's life, from development through manufacturing and eventual discontinuation, ensuring continuous compliance and quality. Data integrity and documentation are fundamental. They form the backbone of demonstrating compliance and traceability. Without accurate and complete data, it's impossible to prove that our processes meet regulatory expectations. Speaking of which, understanding and meeting these regulatory expectations is essential to avoid issues during audits or inspections. Overall, this slide underscores the importance of integrating these requirements and focus areas into our daily practices, aligning with our overarching goal of maintaining high-quality standards and regulatory compliance throughout the product lifecycle. Now, let's take a moment to look at the key benefits of VVQ. First and foremost, it ensures product quality and patient safety. By thoroughly validating our processes, we can be confident that the products we deliver meet the highest standards, which directly impacts patient well-being. Another critical benefit is that VVQ helps reduce deviations, failures, and recalls. When we validate effectively, we're catching potential issues early, which means fewer problems down the line and a more reliable product. It also improves our process understanding. By systematically analyzing and validating each step, we gain clearer insights into how everything works together, enabling us to optimize and refine our operations continuously. Building regulatory and customer confidence is also a major advantage. When we demonstrate that our processes are validated and compliant, both regulators and customers trust us more, which can open doors for market expansion and long-term partnerships. Finally, VVQ supports continuous improvement. Validation isn't a one-time activity. It's part of a cycle that encourages ongoing assessment and enhancement of our processes, ensuring we stay ahead of challenges and maintain excellence over time. Altogether, these benefits reinforce the importance of VVQ as a fundamental component of our quality management system and overall success. Let's talk about validation, verification, and qualification. These aren't just one-time checkpoints. They're ongoing processes that evolve throughout the life cycle of a product. Think of them as integrated tools that support good manufacturing practices, or GMP, and are essential at every stage. When we implement effective VVQ, validation, verification, and qualification, we're not only ensuring compliance with regulatory standards, but also maintaining consistency in our processes. This consistency is crucial because it directly impacts the quality and safety of the pharmaceutical products we deliver. Most importantly, a strong VVQ approach builds confidence in our operations, in our products, and ultimately, in the trust our patients place in us. So, in summary, VVQ isn't just a regulatory requirement. It's a vital, continuous part of ensuring that we produce safe, effective medicines throughout the product lifecycle. For further support, please contact us. If you have any questions or need additional information, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help you succeed. Thank you very much for your time and attention today.